The first game in this double highlights video is from the London Stadium as they take on Manchester United in the Premier League, and then we continue with the Premier League back at Old Trafford for their encounter against Newcastle United. Highlights from both games coming next. Well, it's fair to say that contrary to previous seasons, this one is having a bit of a different turn for Manchester United. Welcome to the London Stadium today for their matchup against West Ham United and former manager David Moyes. And as we said, the season is starting to take a bit of a turnaround from previous years under Coach Park because they are red hot at the moment, Manchester United. They're on a run that seems almost unbeatable for the moment. West Ham, another one of those teams that they come up against and sometimes struggle. And West Ham will be hoping that that is the case today. But Manchester United on just red hot form. Back into the top four and probably with a bit of an outside shot of winning the Premier League. Many people are saying that this probably would have been Manchester United as league leaders. But due to the Jose Mourinho effect at Spurs, it is a bit of a different story for the moment. Here with a free kick, and he's on all the way to Mason Greenwood of all people. And Dalot has got it away from Felipe Anderson, tries to cross it in. Is Greenwood going to get there before Diop? He is. Going to put it in towards Sanchez. Gets dispossessed by Martial, and poor defending from West Ham United has given Manchester United the lead. They are just red hot at the moment. Mason Greenwood not able to really put the ball in. He gave the ball away to Sanchez, but Martial was immediately on him to get the ball away and thump it past Fabianski with no chance. Manchester United, it was well looked up by Greenwood. It's just the cross wasn't really in a great area. Crossing is not really his forte, to be fair. And Anthony Martial has been probably the form-man second to Mason Greenwood this season. There's another goal for him. And another goal for Manchester United, and they have the lead once again by a goal to nil. Pass gets dispossessed by Bruno Fernandes. And he's going to loop it, ball into Mason Greenwood. What a ball by Fernandes that was. Look at this ball. I think he played it more out of hope than expectation. Greenwood probably had to take a touch. He was probably under pressure from the defenders behind him, which is fair enough. Before Mason Greenwood's in, you can't really knock him for trying. Mason Greenwood, it's a loose ball by Carlos Sanchez. Greenwood's picked out Rashford, and Rashford has hit the bar. There's poor play from West Ham here. What was this about? He just gifted Greenwood the ball. And Greenwood turning into the distributor again. And Rashford just off the bar. Rice dispossessed there by Alex Telles. And that is the end of the first half. And he seems hurt. But the first half is over. And the Martial goal is the only one that separates the sides at half time. And Manchester United once again showing their red hot form for the moment. David Moyes has it all to do against his former club. Manchester United up by a goal to nil. Diego Dalot. Rashford is going to find Greenwood here, and he's going to put it in because Mason Greenwood is impeccable at the moment. Another goal for the ever brilliant Mason Greenwood. That was all West Ham's undoing. Well, it was Dalot with the great tackle. And Rashford found him. And whereas it's not Rashford getting all the goals for United, it's Greenwood. It ends up being the same result either way, doesn't it? Wonderful control there by Mason Greenwood. All he had to do was put it in and he made it count. The tackle from Dalot, then found by Rashford. Rashford turning into the distributor and Greenwood putting it into that pocket of space where Fabianski couldn't reach it. It's another goal for Mason Greenwood, and Manchester United are in comfortable mode now. West Ham 0, Manchester United 2. That is the end of that move. I remember the last time United came forward in this game, you'd feel. Nice to Wilshere. That's a great move there. Heller's picked out Jack Wilshere. And he's put it in. Well, what a goal. And Jack Wilshere does give West Ham some hope here. It's been a long time since Jack Wilshere last scored. Barley and Fernandez are in debrief. It's a wonderful header here from Wilshere, and then he ran into the pocket of space that was left. Heller left it for him. And, well, it's just good play. Fernandes probably should have done better. But I think it's all credit to West Ham, to be fair. It's a good goal. A good return for Jack Wilshere. United still a goal ahead, but he makes the last 10 minutes a little bit more interesting, perhaps. And that's the end of the game. Job done. Martial and Greenwood with the goals. Again, another goal for opponents in Jack Wilshere. He went off injured, but Manchester United were relatively comfortable throughout and deservedly the 3 points. So here's all the scores from match day 16. West Ham United losing to Manchester United in our coverage by 2-1. Burnley 3, Aston Villa 0, and that's put a dent in high-flying Aston Villa, to be fair. Sheffield United finally getting some leeway with a win against Crystal Palace. Bournemouth beating Wolves by 2-0. But the big game near the top, Tottenham Hotspur in the London Derby won 3-1 against Arsenal, continuing Jose Mourinho's unbeaten run. Brighton of Albion and Watford 0-0 draw, no goals. Southampton losing to Chelsea by 2-0 to keep up their title challenge. Man City getting back on the winning bounce with a 2-0 win against Leicester City. The same could be said for Liverpool, who got a win against relegation struggling Norwich City. Newcastle and Everton played each other to a 0-0 draw. And here's what that means for the table. Tottenham Hotspur now just 6 points off the 50 already for the first half of the season. Chelsea just keeping in touch. Manchester United move up into third ahead of Everton, while Arsenal stay fifth. Manchester City move up to 7th, and Liverpool move up to 9th with their wins today. And Newcastle United complete the top 10 as Villa drop out with their loss. Down at the bottom, Sheffield United have now climbed to 19th, but safety is still a bit far away. Crystal Palace have dropped into the zone for the first time this season, and Norwich remain rooted at the bottom. Welcome to Old Trafford this afternoon as the Premier League continues to head into a new year, really, as we are in December now, and Manchester United continue to pile on the wins and pile on the points in this league season, as it is getting to that crunch time where Gregg Popovich would normally fall behind a little bit, but like we said last time out, it seems to be the reverse happening. Manchester United are definitely picking up the points, picking up the wins. There are no changes from the game at West Ham. It's only that Wan-Bissaka has been replaced on the bench by Brandon Williams, but with the longer extended break, Gregg Popovich is able to field his strongest 11 for the second time in succession, for the first time this season, I think. Right now, his team is on a red-hot winning streak at the moment. Tellers lifts it in. Martial trying to bring it down. He fights through, and the ball's come loose to Marcus Rashford, and he has picked up the scraps and poached it. It is 1-0 to Manchester United, and it's a goal for Marcus Rashford. He's not been as amongst it as in the past, but he was there to poach it in and give Manchester United a vital lead. They need to keep winning. They're only 3 points behind Chelsea in second, and could grab second before year's end if results go their way. And Martial, great shot. The ball ping-ponged around, and who was there but Marcus Rashford to put it in. Alex Tellez, once again, wonderful work on the fullback. Martial trying to bring it down. It bounced off, saved by the keeper, and then rolled through to Rashford, really. He rolled through, and he put it in. 1-0. And Manchester United, once again, have an early lead. And that is the end of the first half. It has been all Manchester United. You have to wonder how they've only got 1-0 in front, but they are in total command of this game, probably for the first time this season. He's been all red here in the battle for United. Look at that, 66% possession. It's fair to say that this formation, or whatever Gregg Popovich has done over the last few games, is starting to work in terms of keeping the ball. Manchester United 1, Newcastle United 0. Here's Tellez. Greenwood. Left it for Martial. Oh! What a beautiful goal. And what a beautiful assist by Mason Greenwood. Martial has put it in again. What a beautifully worked goal by United. They're having it all their own way. Mason Greenwood with an absolutely magnificent pass. Tellers yet again. But look at that. What a touch by Greenwood. It's almost like he knew where Martial was going. Look at that by Mason Greenwood. He is sensational. He's absolutely sensational. He can do it all. They probably deserve to win something on Mason Greenwood's performances alone. Manchester United are comfortable and in control, and Newcastle United do not have an answer other than try to get it to the line man at the top. And that's why they're losing. Manchester United a magnificent 2-0 up, and thoroughly deserved. And here we go again. Greenwood has picked out Martial. It is 3-0. It is absolutely the best football you will ever see in your life. Old Trafford is absolutely rocking. Oh, what an absolutely beautiful move again by United. Ruben Neves. That from Rashford. That from Greenwood. And Martial. Oh, it is Gregg Popovich football, and it is the best football on the planet at the moment. Jose Mourinho might be unbeaten, but Manchester United definitely play the better football on the ball. 3-0 and in command and just toying with Newcastle. Literally. Manchester United 3, Newcastle United 0, and I don't think that'll be the end of the goals yet. Oh, and Rashford, he's latched onto it. Marcus Rashford, 4-0. The keeper came out. There was no stopping Marcus Rashford. And there's no stopping this Manchester United side. They are absolutely on it. Kick here by Koulibaly, header there by Greenwood. And the defender just left it, and Marcus Rashford went round him. And bang, emphatic, 4-0. And Newcastle United are getting absolutely decimated by their one-trick movement and passing, which has been nowhere near United's. Manchester United have been on a different planet, and now it shows on the scoreline. 4-0, game over. Brandon Williams-B took a breath of fresh air. Well, what a game by United. 2 for Rashford and 2 for Martial. Newcastle were absolutely nowhere. 4-0, job done, and just typical Manchester United. Newcastle having nothing to respond. So coinciding with our coverage today, Aston Villa have drawn 0-0 with West Ham United. Burnley have beaten Sheffield United by 3-0 as they continue to struggle down in the relegation zone. Bournemouth beat Crystal Palace by 4-2. And Arsenal are back on the winning trail, it seems, with a 3-0 win over Wolves, but of course they lost to Spurs last time out. Speaking of Spurs, it is impeccable at the moment. Jose Mourinho is just loving life as Spurs manager. Another win, still unbeaten after 17 games. Chelsea win today to keep the pressure on Manchester United behind them. Leicester City win by 4-2 against Southampton. Liverpool and Manchester City in the big game of the day. 3-0, Pep Guardiola comes out on top. And Norwich City lose once again, this time to Everton by a 0-0. Minimum table looks like this. Well, it's 7 points between Tottenham Hotspur and Chelsea. And then Manchester United just a further 3 points behind. But they are on red hot form. And they don't really gain much on Everton or Arsenal, unfortunately, because they both won today. Man City going to the top 6 for I think the first time this season. Leicester 7th, followed by West Ham, Liverpool and Bournemouth completing the top 10 as Eddie Howe. So having a stellar one down at Bournemouth, to be fair. Down the relegation zone, it has not really changed from last time. Crystal Palace are now behind a point behind Brighton. Sheffield United do get some leeway, but for Norwich City, just looking ever bleaker, well, for both those clubs, to be fair, actually.